Hello everyone and welcome back to the intro. Okay, that wall has a hole in it now. Anyway, let's get on with the video, I guess. Since we weren't able to have the second episode of Let's Talk About out by the end of February, I've decided to make a video that's a bit closer to my heart, all things considered. Playing video games with autism. Now, before we get into that, let's discuss what on earth is autism? Well, before I start describing, I need to preface, in no way am I a medical professional. If what I describe sounds like you, I urge you to talk to a psychiatrist about getting tested. Autism spectrum disorder, commonly referred to as ASD or autism, is a mental developmental disorder. However, I don't see it as me being disabled. If anything, it makes me stand out better in a sea of monochrome basic people. Some people see autism as bad stereotypes, such as thinking all autistic men are Sheldon Cooper, or some math whiz, or obsessed with trains. I am obsessed with trains, partly because I'm autistic, but I got the stereotype one. Some others see it as a switch, or line, from autistic to not autistic. But I see it more as a color wheel of various traits. However, I did see this meme that almost perfectly describes autism. It's a sundae bar, with all the different toppings being symptoms, or traits, whichever you prefer. See, I've got a friend group full of autistic people, and none of them are the stereotype. I'm the train one. We've got one that likes Transformers, one who likes Five Nights at Freddy's, and one who really likes consoles. All different interests, yet we find common ground and are very close friends. We actually go to the movie theater pretty often, which leads right into the next subject: special interests and hyperfixations. Special interests, often called hyperfixations, are an autistic's main obsession. It can be anything from art to trains to the more morbid topics like war. I've personally heard of a good few ones who know a lot about war. For me personally, I have 3. YouTube, which has led me to browse series that go deep into YouTube. I personally recommend this amazing series by Swegwin. The next one is movies and DVDs, which has led me to make a life goal of collecting every USA released Thomas & Friends DVD. And I often visit the movie theater too. The final one is Lego, which has led me to have a rather large collection of figures and sets. I like the cars, but my personal favorite is definitely the architecture theme. With autism and special interests described, let's get on to my experiences gaming on the spectrum. Minecraft. Minecraft is the autism game. Ask any autistic person what their favorite game is, and they'll most likely say Minecraft. Most actions in the game are repetitive, which makes it easy to grasp onto. The NPC mechanics are easy to understand. You can adjust the difficulty in case you want pure creative freedom or the ability to fight. In Minecraft, the only limits are your imagination, and just look at this cool house I built. Power Wash Simulator. I never shut up about this game. It's super satisfying, caters to almost all needs, very repetitive formula while keeping levels fresh and interesting. The subtle lore makes the story easy to understand as it drops little bits of lore as you clean the levels. And the game has amazing DLC. You want to play a Tomb Raider DLC? Go for it. Want to clean SpongeBob's house? Go for it. You want to clean Wallace and Gromit's house? Again, go for it. I think they even have a Shrek DLC. There are other games that I find interesting, but admittedly play less than those two. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I've always liked side-scrollers, and Mario Wonder is no exception. The open-world level placements makes replaying fun. The Wonder Flowers make for a fun challenge and have very good visuals. Undertale. The linear layout of the game, along with the option to change up bits in it, makes it great. I probably won't get to mention this again, so I'll say it here. Papyrus and Alphys are the most autistic coded characters in the game. You could tell me on my first playthrough they were autistic, and I would have just been like, yeah, I could see that. Deltarune is pretty much the same reasons as Undertale, but that boils it down to being made by the same guy, Toby Fox. I mean, linear story, options to change it up, and we definitely got some autistic coded characters that make the game pretty fun. The Shadow Crystal bosses especially make a fun and difficult challenge. As for autistic coded characters in the currently released 4 chapters, I personally see Rousey and KK as the most autistic. Now onto some games that I honestly despise. We have Fortnite. I never could get into it, honestly. That's really the only one I can think of, honestly. As for games I really want to play, a new Thomas & Friends game called Wonders of Sodor released, being the first one to be publicly released since 2017. Well, that's about all for now. I'm definitely going to do a Power Wash Simulator Let's Play series, along with playing Deltarune, maybe some Undertale too. Till then, I'll see you all next time in the Engine Works. Bye-bye!